With owning the 7th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft comes a lot of responsibility for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, there's a lot of different ways I can go about this. I mean, I've seen everything from trading down, trading up to get their future franchise quarterback. I mean, they go corner, they go D tackle, they go like there's so many different things this team could do because defense is a major need. But yes, then you got to take into consideration, all the things they did in the offseason. Going and getting some key defensive pieces as well as signing Jimmy G. So yeah, but overall, I really like where the Raiders are headed, and I think if they are going to go at corner, I think this is the draft to do it because if they don't go corner at 7, this corner draft is so deep that I legitimately think they can find a guy in the 5th round. We're talking about Jacorian Bennett. That's probably going to be around that area that I really, really like what I saw from him coming up out of Maryland. Had a fantastic combine. He's going to be a lot of fun. But really, top to bottom, this corner class is nice. It's really nice. But I think that if you want to go corner in the first 3 rounds, these are 3 options. These guys probably going to go in the 1st round. But if they trade down at various points of the draft, I still think they can get them, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So, answer at cornerback number 1 for the Raiders is Devin Witherspoon. That's right. This man, I mean, yes, he's only like 5'11", 6 foot, but he doesn't play like it. He plays like a man that just shuts down people. You'll see here a 4-year started there at Illinois. Was an absolute stud this last year. Had 3 interceptions and a total of 41 tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss. Played over 700 defensive snaps. He was targeted 62 times and only allowed 22 receptions. Literally, a third of his receptions were he's 33% chance you're going to get something caught on him. You love it. So 22 catches, 206 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, a pass rating of 25.3. I think there's a really good chance he could fall to you. Also, probably could go to the Lions, but if he falls and you take him at 7, I don't think anybody's going to bat an eye, especially with the fact he came out grading at over a 92.0 according to BFF. So he's that dude. Yes, he's a shutdown corner. I think he is going to be a very good player for the Raiders if they do go with Devin Witherspoon at number 7. And answer at cornerback number 2, Christian Gonzalez. Yes, I think this one, every time I do a Raiders mock draft, everybody in the comment section is saying for me to go Christian Gonzalez. Listen, I get it. The man's an absolute stud as well. You really like his length, that 6'2", ran in the 4.4s, I believe, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, he's an absolute stud. Going over from the Pac-12, from Colorado to Oregon, staying in the Pac-12 last year. Yes, 4 interceptions, a total of 50 tackles and a tackle for loss, and 7 total pass breakups. So, yes, played over 700 defensive snaps last year for the Ducks. Was targeted 64 times. Did have about 50% completion percentage-ish, just a little bit higher, actually, but overall did allow 495 yards, allowed 3 touchdowns, but he had 4 interceptions, ended the year with a 74.7 passer rating when thrown at, and yes, an 83.3 PFF grade. But I really like Christian Gonzalez because he's got the length, he's got the speed, he's got a lot of different things going on for him. He's a bump and run type corner that you're really excited about. Yes, if he's there at 7, you take him, and you definitely are really happy about it. Now, finally, the answer at cornerback number 3. This guy, I don't have a problem if the Raiders want to take him at 7, but they could also trade down, get a little bit more value, and I think you could get this guy at the 16, 17, 18 range. But Joey Porter Jr. is that dude through and through. I mean, you want to talk about a guy that quarterbacks in the Big Ten just stayed away from. He's that dude. So his senior year there at Penn State, 27 total tackles, 11 pass deflections, no interceptions. I understand that people are probably going to be in the comment section, well, what if he didn't get a pass? We didn't get as many interceptions. Stop it. That literally means that people weren't throwing to him, and that's pretty much exactly what happened to him in his last year there at Penn State. So total of 440 defensive snaps, was targeted 30 times. His new nickname is 50%. 50% literally, because that's the amount of times that a quarterback completed a pass on him. And it wasn't like it was going for a first down either. So 30 targets, only 15 receptions allowed, 143 yards, which doing the math, yeah, that is not even a first down every single time. So you absolutely love it. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Did allow 63.6 pass rating, when thrown at. So basically, yeah, it wasn't great. And then also, yes, finished the year with a 73.2 PFF grade, and you absolutely love it. Yes, there's also the history that I believe his dad played for the Steelers back in the day, but I mean, he's a long, lengthy corner that ran in the 4.4s at the combine. I just really feel like if you go with either one of these 3 cornerbacks, especially with Joey Porter Jr., and you're going with a couple of winners. And I think that's probably a really good indicator of where the Raiders are going to go. And yes, I know there's, if Jalen Carter falls to you at 7, you run that card to the podium. But if you also take one of these 3 guys, also, if you want to trade back, you could go Cam Smith. Deonte Banks looks pretty good. But like I said, this is such a deep corner class. You really can't go wrong, and you really can't go wrong with any of these 3 guys. But that is it. Those are our 3 answers at cornerback for the Las Vegas Raiders. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our 3 answers at cornerback in the 2023 NFL Draft for the Las Vegas Raiders.